Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday night Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, Bad Bubba Brewer, and we're going to be talking about the Steelers versus the shitty Ravens. And before we start doing that, we got to bring on our co-host, my co-host. He is the host of West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia. He's my co-host on Steelers Dynasty podcast. He also shows up on the Triple B Experience, which will be back tomorrow night at Thursday, where we're talking our top 10 non-sci-fi villains. And he's recovering from sickness, and he'll tell us how he's feeling. But ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the show is special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Hi, Shane. How you feeling?
Getting better. 12 days of sickness. I'll tell you what, guys, if you can stay tuned for 20 minutes, I'm going to give a hot take on why I think things are going to change for the Steelers before April.
Before April? Oh, my God.
I got some.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's hear your hot take before we get into some Steeler topics before this Ravens game. So, Shane, the hot topic is all yours.
I'm kind of waiting for the chat to get a little fuller, but we'll do it now. So, everybody's on the Fire Tomlin bus, and I might be leaning in that direction, but
okay,
I think Art Rooney is going to be pressed, and it was evident. Bubba, you heard it. Chat, you heard it. Fans were yelling, "Fire Mike Tomlin."
That's correct.
They also were, what were they doing? Booing Renegade.
Yes.
So, how embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing for the draft to be in Pittsburgh, for all lights to be shining on the Steel Curtain Dynasty to Pittsburgh, the Steelers, Art Rooney, the legacy.
Yeah.
And only to have a handful of youngsters. All it takes a handful to get that chant going. Fire Mike Tomlin. That would be a huge black eye for the organization. And I don't think you can risk that as an owner of a $2 billion franchise, especially when the draft is backyard.
I heard that today.
I agree 100%.
I heard that on Pittsburgh media, and you can't shut people up because there's a lot of Steeler fans coming.
No,
I have no idea what is going to happen. I also heard, and I read some stuff that the minority owners of the Steelers are not happy with Rooney. They're not happy with Rooney. It's more Rooney,
right? Because
he's spending this money maybe, and we're not getting the results that we were wanting and hoping that we were getting. Look, Omar Khan has been shelling out some cash too. So these minority owners, I know there's probably 7 to 8 of them. They are not happy. I don't know, but that could go bad. If that happens in Pittsburgh in April, because now the Steeler fans don't give a fuck now because they said it in Heinz Field Sunday. They don't care. So now the seed has already been planted because it's never been planted before. I hate to say that, you know what I mean? And if it goes downhill quickly, it could be bad. And that's all. I mean, I don't know. And your hot take there is probably right to an extent.
No, it's not original hot take. I heard grumblings of it, and I thought that is legit.
It's bad. It's very, very bad here.
That's legit.
I mean, there's a few. I mean, we're all hoping the Steelers win Sunday. I am, because of the situation, and we still are in first place. And I know I've been writing on my social media about stuff. The time, and I have to go look into my Facebook to find this little article that I had. It was about Cowher. You know what I mean? And what happened to Bill? The same kind of momentum, but the Steelers were not as this season, like we talked yesterday, me and Mark, this season was signed for high praises.
Flat. They're so flat. It's just a flat, and I hate doing a show where we just rehash. It's like
okay. This right here is where I saw this on my Facebook, and I posted it on both the Steelers Dynasty podcast Facebook and my personal Facebook. Okay, it was December 9th, 1999, the last time the Steelers were riding a juncture like this. Cordell, this is somebody from the Steelers Curtain fan club. So they wrote this down. Cordell Stewart was benched the previous week for Mike Tomczak. Players were calling out Stewart openly for not working hard enough. The Steelers were on a 4-game losing streak and embarrassed on Thursday Night Football by the Jacksonville Jags 20-6. Cowher and Tom Donahoe were not speaking. The point break was Donahoe's comments following the November 4th loss to the expansion Browns regarding the preparedness of the team. Both Cowher and Donahoe would tender their resignations to Dan Rooney at season's end. Rooney accepted Donahoe's. The Steelers finished 6-10. I'm just saying. You know what grinds my gears? My brother popping a turkey, not a deer. Oh yeah, that would be bad too in his deer season. And Gene said he's going to be clapping. But here is something too. Like I believe that could happen. And they don't want that because that'll make a black eye. And it's on it's on every podcast. It's on every media show. Big Ben just put the fucking icing, the little fucking cherry on top on his show and said it's time for Tomlin to go.
Yeah,
I can't believe that.
Like his stalwart supporters, which would be Harrison.
Yes.
Big Ben. Ryan Clark has always kind of been on the fence with him.
Well, Ryan Clark's ESPN. All the people that are former Steeler greats now are just saying it's that time.
And then Steelers, fans like Stephen A. Smith, he's like, it's time. I mean, everybody is saying this. It's time. Where does this self-awareness start to kind of trickle in? When do you look in the mirror and realize that you're not the man you once were 2-3 years ago and it's time to hang it up?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Mike Tomlin is a motivator of men. Everybody has said that. There's no disparaging comments about that. People want to play for him, and he leads people. He leads the Steelers in certain situations to overcome. But honestly, can the Steelers fans, if we don't win outright and capture the North, we go into the playoffs and we get fucking shell-shocked again. We have to win a playoff game if we get to the playoffs. We have to win a playoff.
I'm sorry, chat. Hit me up, Bubba. Tell me if I'm out of line.
No, I've never told you that.
Anything less than a Super Bowl appearance is a failure. And
that's why everybody plays the NFL, and they're trying to do this, trying to do that.
No, a playoff appearance is not going to save his job.
What about a playoff victory?
I don't even know if that'll do it.
I can't believe that they started chanting it, because they did the Fire Canada stuff at the hockey games and at Heinz Field. Now that they go 9-8 and go 5-1 and win a division, 4th seed would be playing 5th seed. That every team that we're playing in the playoffs right now is physically, offensively better than us. And that's
they've beaten teams. That's the thing. They've beaten teams that are better than them. If you look at going back, I mean, for crying out loud, there's no way they should have beat.
Nobody thought they were beating the Colts, and they just spanked the Colts. Nobody thought that at all.
They beat
except for diehards.
Cincinnati's not as bad as everybody says they are, and they did pretty well against them second game.
We have been leading every game this season going into the second half, and the third quarter has been our demise. And I'm going to get to some people's comments here. Whatever happens, happens. Devil says ride it out till the end of the season.
Yeah, Joey, I think Nutting and Tomlin are Nutting and Rooney are Dildo of the Month club members. They sit there and whack each other over the head on each one they get each month.
Hey, Joey, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, well, Bob Nutting's not spending any money. Bob Nutting's not spending any money. Steelers are spending money and not getting anybody in production.
Totally different, yeah.
Yeah, and I hate to say this, but once again, Big Ben threw something else out there. I don't know if you caught this either. Big Ben threw it out there, and I have the article, and I'm going to read, paraphrasing it, okay? This offense actually has Big Ben confused because he seems perplexed by what Arthur Smith is doing, and he's confused why Gainwell, a backup running back, has the same number of catches as Metcalf, a player who's paying to be the highest wide receiver salaries in the league. But get this. Where am I at here? It seems this is Roethlisberger, quoting Ben Roethlisberger. It seems like if you're not an Arthur Smith guy, you're left behind, Big Ben said. It seems like he doesn't like Pat Freiermuth, obviously. And he didn't get –
he mentioned Pat's the salary, too. Pat's gets a good chunk of change, and why aren't they using them?
He said he didn't get one ball thrown his way. You pay Pat Freiermuth a lot of money to use him. You paid a guy $150 million in DK Metcalf. Why does it have to be have the same amount of catches as Kenneth Gainwell? Is that Aaron Rodgers or is that the scheme? It seems like it's a lot of the scheme, and where he said that when they were driving the ball against the Buffalo Bills, that Aaron Rodgers, I think, took out his headset and fucking started calling his own plays. Somebody told Ben that Aaron Rodgers is calling his own plays in the fourth quarter. Third quarter going into the fourth quarter when he came back from that fucking Boza fucking body slam. So there is a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that, you know what I mean? But that was quoted by Roethlisberger, not quoted by fucking Bubba Brewer. I didn't quote that.
He knows what's going on. He can sit there and he can figure it out. I mean, it's the best source right there. I mean,
Gene says, I paid for tickets. I had a great time with you, Gene. Gene got good seats, too. They are really good seats. And this is a problem, too, that's been happening. They don't spend good for assistant coaches. I think that's the weakest thing. You know what I mean? I think that is the one of the problems that the Steelers have had is the coordinators, the position coaches.
They had Flores and they didn't use them. I mean, for crying out loud.
I don't know why they didn't want them. But I mean, the receiving receiver coach, the offensive line coach, Pat Meyer is terrible. Oh, I got to sneeze. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm getting the chills too myself.
I was getting the cold flu.
I've been sneezing all day. And Mr. Steers said this. Oh, well, I don't know.
Are you talking about Arch Manning? Because
we're never going to get him. We'll never get him. I don't think there's a good quarterback in the draft right now.
I like Indiana's quarterback, Martinez, I think his name is.
Muth, yeah, they don't do anything in the middle, and they did with Washington a couple of plays against Buffalo. So let me get to some. It's just not good right now. Big changes, but they made big changes this past offseason, and I was on paper we were just so good. Oh my God.
Almost feels like Steelers fans have been catfished.
I probably have.
Right, like we think it's going to be. It has to be at least 9. Maybe the pitcher's taken 5 years ago, a little older.
Uh-huh.
But we get it, and it has gills, and it looks like it should, bring it to your mom's house and she puts down paper so the beast of a thing you brought in will take a piss or shit on it.
Right. I just think the scheme's not working, and I think the execution is not there, and that's why our offense is probably ranked right now 30th with that 166-yard performance against Buffalo. Look, the Ravens, we're going to Baltimore. We're a half game lead. I mean, it's just that it's the rivalry. I mean, it's going to be hopefully it's a very physical game. They're not that good either. And this is where it sets. Both are 6-6. Never thought that the Ravens would be 6-6. Like the Steelers would never be 6-6. Like I seen the Steelers, probably at I don't know, winning 8. There's been some games they should have won.
2 games.
So 2 games. That Cincinnati first game, that was a shootout, and our defense didn't stop. Our defense has let me down this year. But right now, it's the offense right now that can't do anything, and that is the terrible part. You know what I mean? But it's like what is it? It's like a
personality.
Well, nobody wants to date the Steelers. The Steelers right now, and Randy, I just think they're just not using him, and I don't know why. I just think they're not using a lot of players. So it's just you can include him in the whole Steelers offense, like Freiermuth, Caleb Johnson, Roman gets lined up, but he doesn't get nothing. Maybe he gets a ball thrown to him a game. They're just not using the offensive players, and I think Shane, you probably agree on that.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I don't want to see a 1-yard slant. I want to see middle of the field. I want to see some big routes. I want to see lots.
The Steelers offense doesn't have any pass plays over 20 yards in probably 5 games.
Yeah.
But look, and I just read that TJ Watt has a foot injury. So he even when he plays 100%, the TJ Watt of old, look, he signed that contract, and this has been a down year. He doesn't even have 10 sacks. So Myles Garrett's going to break that sack record probably in the next couple weeks.
It's looking more and more like the Steelers should have dealt him last year.
Well, they held on to him. They shouldn't have paid that big money. I believe this is the last year of Cam Hayward. I mean, I believe they're gonna. He's not
to kind of step down, and
he should have never did that holding out and asking for more money stuff. And
he was having a decent year, and just kind of not as consistent.
I think they should move him around. I think TJ should be. They're not blitzing like they used to. I don't think there's not the Steelers are not a blitzing team right now, and I don't like Terrell Austin anyway. I never have. He was lackluster as a secondary coach, and he's lackluster as a defensive coordinator.
You're gonna F Mary kill, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Go.
Get rid of them all?
F Mary kill.
What's that mean? That's a military term.
Marry or kill.
Oh. Fuck, marry or kill. Jesus. Oh my God.
That's why it's entertaining to the chat.
Okay. I guess Austin's getting a K because this defense is historically terrible. And you fuck Arthur Smith and you marry Tomlin. mean, that's what you do. I mean, the chat, am I wrong? I mean,
any answer is a good answer.
Yeah. And nobody, I don't know what, I don't have the answers. It's mind-boggling how the offense is that bad. And I know Aaron Rodgers is not 100% healthy, but Mason Rudolph is not saving our Christmas this year, I don't think. Now,
here's the question to the chat. Regardless of how the season turns out, let's just say it turns out not the way we want it to. Does that make the draft being in Pittsburgh that much more important? The fact that it's such a pivotal point of the Steelers, refilling, recharging this to get a dynasty going. I mean, we could have 10 years of just being shit.
Well, we've been so for, we haven't been dominating. So I mean, we get 12, like Steelers said, we get 12 picks.
Yeah.
But we have to be right on half of those picks. At least get 5 or 6. That's gonna happen. That's going to be bad. That is going to be so bad. They don't want that. Like Shane said when he started the show, they don't want, if that happens, it'll be really bad.
It doesn't matter how many Rocky Blyer montages you have up, or how many Mean Joe Green clips you have. How much blue collar bullshit.
A lot of Steeler fans never fucking seen Mean Joe Green play.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna do the nostalgia,
they're bringing everybody out. Yes,
they're gonna show the blue collar, folks of Pittsburgh, and they're just gonna really, it's gonna be a wonderful experience as a Steelers fan. Okay.
So let me ask you a question, because Omar Khan, the con artist, do you think the con artist is a good monarchy for his name? Because what he's been doing, he's been conning the Steeler fans, maybe.
I don't think it's Omar Khan. No, I wouldn't put this on Omar Khan.
You wouldn't put it on Khan?
Khan, get your tools. You got to
do the tools he's getting maybe are not, like, the Steelers don't pay $155 million for a receiver.
No.
And I mean,
do you think it's Khan's fault?
Whose fault is it? I mean, this is somebody's, it's not our fault. It could be my fault. I mean, it's my fault the Steelers aren't playing good.
Arthur Smith and Tomlin. Now, you can't just keep saying it's Matt Canada. Like Randy's right. It's like they're doing the same shit over and over again, and the common denominator is Mike Tomlin.
Oh wait, Devil says Gronk knows the script, the WWE script. And let's see. Nobody knows. Nobody. I mean, even the greatest Steeler draft of all time in '74 was 4 Hall of Famers and Donnie Shell as a free. I think Donnie was a free agent. So you got 5. That'll never fucking happen ever again in Steelers history. There's no fucking way. That was great scouting by Bill Nunn. I mean, they held Stallworth. They didn't give footage out, and they saw John, and stuff like that. But Devil says he blames everybody. And Afton says it starts with Rooney and all the coaches are complicit.
Now, I think there's enough bitching for this show so far.
But hey, Darius Slay's not. He's got a job. He didn't. Hey. You know what? We're done bitching about, because this is going to be a continuing cycle of it's like the Muppets, a continuing saga of pigs in space. But anyway, I got some good news. This is good news before we start talking Ravens Steelers, which I want to get into that.
Yep.
This guy here right here is a finalist.
Yeah, Elsie.
He was a fucking beast, and it took him a long, long time. So that Canton wing of Pittsburgh is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So congratulations to LC Greenwood. I mean, God bless him. I mean, he passed many years ago, but he was a part of this legendary Steel Curtain, and I believe deservingly so to be in there. It was so okay. Let's get to some stuff before we start talking. 74 was a strike season. Yep, you're right. Opportunities. Playing for more coaches. Okay, Steeler fans, put it this way. I got a sneeze, man. It feels like I did cocaine or something. Yeah, that sucks. Yep.
That's crazy. Good stat.
Yeah, I wish our defense is like that, but it's high price defense, Steelers. Yep. Yeah, our Terrell Austin's bad. I mean, that's what we got. So, okay. The Ravens, 6-6. Okay. They're just as good as we are. We're just as good as they are. Okay. And yes, we just talked about that. And Roethlisberger. You know what I mean? It's
let's just pull up Harrison.
It's bad. It's bad in Pittsburgh, brother. Right. Steelers chick says Cam is done this season. So let me get to I got the Ravens stats 6-6. Lamar Jackson, 1,840 yards passing. Okay.
Want to hear what I'll read what Debo said on.
Sure, go ahead.
So everyone is basically feeling that he's worn out of welcome. So, quote, I have never been a person that thought Coach Tomlin was a great coach. Harrison said on the Debo Joe podcast. I thought he was a good coach. I'll be honest. Part of it is because when I was slated to be the starter when Joey left, he drafted one or two outside backers. Right now, we have coaches on his staff. When I say coaches, I'm saying this as a coach is someone that tells you what to do, and it's a matter of if they're telling you what you're doing is wrong. A good coach tells you how to play to your potential. And right now, the players we have on the team, I have seen them play. They're not playing their potential. A great coach gets you to play to your potential.
It's bad, man.
That's a great point. Now he goes on to say, to finish out, something has to be done. And I know the Steelers historically don't move on from coaches, but I think that history needs to be made.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, because Debo is, everybody agrees with Debo. There's nobody disagreeing with him at all. No. Nobody.
It's classy the way he put it. I mean, it was very articulate.
Right.
And that's very accurate assessment of what's going on in the organization.
He's not wrong. Ben's not wrong either.
So
Ben put the cherry on top, though.
I mean, we're talking Fox News is reporting it. NBC Sports has a headline saying, yeah, as of yesterday, it's time for a change for the Steelers. Mike Tomlin, question mark. Newsweek, 12 hours.
Yeah, pretty much, except Mark. Yeah. Mark loves Tomlin. I just think Tomlin never put him. You always put yourself around good people. He never put himself around good coaches. Even if you had good coaches in a couple years and they go to higher expectations to head coach, that makes you look good and makes you look better. His coaching tree is very, very, there's no tree except for Flores that I think of. Well, Bruce Arians was under Cowher and him. And I wanted Bruce Arians out, and I admit I fucked up. Bruce Arians probably should have stayed. Maybe Bruce Arians should have been the coach.
Yeah, probably.
But also too, he had Tom Brady. This game Sunday. Coach them beyond. Yes,
LeBeau.
he did.
He loves LeBeau. Like he loves Dick LeBeau.
Yeah, I just don't know. Look, Derrick Henry. We got to play Derrick Henry, and we know how Derrick Henry runs. And I'm going to get a headache because I'm looking at his stat: 931 yards.
Yeah, and
if we don't, how do you stop Derrick Henry? How? Besides fucking putting some chloroform around his mouth and fucking having him hooked up with some hookers and putting cocaine and NyQuil.
You don't have the personnel to stop that guy, so it has to be some there. I don't know what's going to happen.
Steelers 6 is I don't think we stop him. I mean, last year he almost, in playoffs, last year he fucking killed us. Had his best games against the Steelers last year. And we were supposed to be, solving this. And I don't know if right there, I was just going to say that. If Derek Harmon's not in, it's bad. And there was holes in that middle of that Steelers defense last week, and they were bouncing outside. He's slow now, but he's not that slow. He still can get the job done, Swish. And
Swish, so are tractors, but you don't see me out there tackling the John fucking deer.
But in that Ravens first possession, if Derrick Henry gets, say, in that first possession, gets 30 yards in that first series, it's going to be a long day for the Steelers defense.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it.
What time is the game this
game is at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, we'll live stream 12:30. I'm off. I'm not working this weekend at all. I'm taking today was bad. Today was
I figured
the family, just the family viewing of Butch, and God bless him. And then Saturday's the memorial services. Yes.
10 to
10. Yeah. So and these talking Steelers and doing these podcasts have been very therapeutic for me. And hopefully I don't know if I can get Tam on Sunday, but if not, I'll try to get her to give her score.
I don't know what happened with my Thursday or my Monday show.
What happened?
We had 64 people in the chat.
Yeah, you did great.
Can't fucking believe it. We've been struggling, and all of a sudden it's picking up.
Because people are probably upset of what's going on because West Virginia, it's bad, right?
Killing it in recruiting. They got a kid that was going to go to two kids that were going to go to Penn State. The one kid plays at Fort Cherry. He's a stud. I didn't think they were going to get him. I almost cried when they signed him.
Oh, geez.
Matt Sieg, he's a safety and running back. They went from being the 38th, 40th recruiting class to the top 25. They've signed that many good players. Bless you.
I'm telling you, I've been sneezing all day. Maybe I won the Powerball because I did play. But, and I'm also, I'm not, and the thing is, back to the Ravens game.
Yep.
Lamar's got a toe injury. I think a foot injury or something too. I think Lamar doesn't want to really give out. I don't think Lamar really wants to play in Baltimore. I mean, that's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because you know what I mean? So, but also too, can we stop Zay Flowers? Zay Flowers pushing him up right now. He had 767 yards receiving.
Yeah.
And he only has one touchdown. Jesus. Wow. I didn't see that coming.
They warm Steelers chick. It's going to be down in 20s.
17s. It's going to be bad.
I'm going to burn firewood tonight.
It's cold. It's cold right now.
Yeah.
So
let's do firewood tonight.
So let me go to Derek. I wanted to get Derrick Henry's touchdowns. Maybe I hit the wrong button. Damn it. But I thought Flowers had more receptions because we have Samuel now. Asante Samuel Jr. will be playing now. His dad has already talked shit on DK Metcalf already. I mean, this whole fucking, it's just, and the person who's not talking shit, who we thought he was going to talk shit, is Aaron Rodgers. You know? But eventually, I believe eventually Aaron's had enough. And I watched, fuck the touchdowns for the Ravens. They could suck off. I watched the play from last week where Jonnu Smith was not running. They're not running the right routes. So it would have been a touchdown. He wasn't running the right route. So honestly, people are giving Rodgers shit. It's the receivers are not running the right routes, and that's what we're talking about here. I know Aaron, and nobody thought he was going to come back.
Did you see right here what he said? He said, guys, get with your position coach. Meet with me. Let's get together and get our shit straight.
Well, you know what he did? It was his birthday yesterday. He turned 42, and happy birthday to Aaron Rodgers. And he had, they had fucking, you know what they were doing? They were watching game film, and he got a fucking cake. They're watching game film. They're not whatever, because Rodgers is an intelligent. If he's going to start calling his own plays,
that's great.
It's going to happen right there. Hey, Black Magic, what's up? Oh, stop and have some fun. Everybody go to Talking Trash with the Steelers gang. Jump on. You're right. They talk too much. And honestly, when Cam got kneed by Josh Allen, it should have been him fucking kneeing Josh. Like, come on, Cam.
Yeah, come on. We have our defensive lineman bitching because the quarterback gives him a knee.
Yeah, I don't know if Queen will be in.
That's pitiful.
I don't know, man. This game Sunday at 1 is going to be something. I think I really don't want the ball to start off the second half because we can't do nothing.
No.
No, we might as well just we might as well have the ball to start the game, go down and try to score a touchdown. But one of the players that we haven't seen in weeks is Boswell. Boswell's been absent too. Well, he didn't get the opportunity to kick the tying field goal in Chicago, and we didn't see much of him last Sunday. So pretty much, about 5 quarters. I think they just got to run the ball. But the problem is Rodgers can't get under center. And if these receivers, by the grace of God, could get some separation and run the right routes and the tight ends. I mean, we have tight ends we probably have the greatest tight ends department in the NFL, and we can't do nothing with them.
Absolutely. Use them.
Like Smith got almost 900 yards last year. So you're saying that the Miami Dolphins is better than the Steelers at using.
They had backup guys in there filling in for their.
That's what gets me upset is when the Steelers play teams that have backup fucking tackles and shit. We can't get a sack. We can't get anything. I think the Steelers' intensity is not there. I'm more intense than the fucking the team is right now, watching them and streaming it when we do a live watch party than the Steelers. Like,
let's go through this real quick. I want the chat to go first, and then Bubba will go, and then I'll go. Chat, what do you think the score of the game is going to be?
When we get them up, I'll get them. Yeah, we don't use Darnell. We don't use Freiermuth. Freiermuth should be our number 2 receiver. Devil says 6'7". 6'7".
7.
What does that mean, though?
It's just kids like on South Park. It's just little kids. It's like a big deal for them. They just say 6'7" because it's like half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. Like So they do this. 6, 7.
There's like a slinky, wonderful, wonderful toy. You have a slinky. I'm telling you, look at all these. Look at this one. 27-14 Ravens.
Okay, that's legit.
Last night on Mark when Mark was hosting, it was all Steelers stuff. On our show, it's all fucking 3 tight ends. Doesn't want to use the middle field. Wow. 42-9. Look at this one coming up.
Now, hey, wait.
Our man Dawn, look at that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit, Dawn.
If it's 42-9,
I'm going to be fucking pissed.
They're going to start bringing the pitchforks out for Tom.
Oh, if it's bad.
That is going.
Can you imagine if it's 100-60? Minus 60. It's minus 60.
Well, 1989, remember the Browns beat the Steelers 51 to like not 6 or nothing or
No, it was 51-0, and Cincinnati beat us. It was like 49-7. We were 0-2, but that team got it together, and I always bring back to that because I was a senior in high school, so I watched it the whole season. New Year's Eve, in the playoffs against the Houston Oilers, Gary Anderson kicked the winning field goal, and we went into Denver on the back of Merrill Hodge against Houston and Denver. Hodge had 100 yards both games, and then Tim Worley fumbled the fucking ball in Denver. Or we were going to win that game to go into the championship game. That, they say, is Chuck Noll's greatest coaching, even though he coached 4 Super Bowls.
That's true.
Because the talent that he had, he was a leader of men and motivated them to a higher thing. So
that was not a talented squad.
Okay, and my head, Ravens 17, Steelers 10. But in my heart, Steelers 42, Ravens 7. Yeah, this game show here, man, it must be Ravens score. Tom says 31-13, the Ratbirds. Nobody's actually
Tomlin haters can come from Mark's show and vent yourself because, I mean, I'm kind of ambivalent. I mean, he's a decent coach, but it's time just to move on.
69 now. Well, on this show we can actually say that. I mean, 69-0. Yeah, that was it. 51 and then 42-10. Yeah. Yeah. There might be people there at the stadium. Devil says 0-0 tie.
Imagine if we tied, Close says.
I don't think he's going to be for life. But I mean, look at it, and everybody has a right to be frustrated. All the talent that we had in the last 15 years since the last Super Bowl we've had against the Packers, we haven't achieved anything since then. And there's a lot of Steeler fans that like fucking just, getting the winning record. But now they're throwing out there. Here's what they're throwing out now. The fucking Patriots got rid of fucking Bill Belichick, had a couple down years, and now they're they're going to win their division again.
That's what hurts.
Yeah. And Mike Vrabel was a coach that could have been viable for whatever. He just didn't have it and he's got the smarts. He's an ex-dealer, you know what I mean? I don't think this is going to happen. You're right, but I don't see it happening. I maybe the last game of the season. And the last game of the season, let's hypothetically, okay, say we beat the Ravens, because I'm predicting that. Because I'm not ever gonna I just can't. And then I get upset when we lose. That's how it usually goes. Okay, so we beat the Ravens. We go down to Monday night and pull out some Mike Tomlin Monday night magic because he's very good on Monday night. Okay, so then we're 8-6. 8-6. And then we got Detroit. And that is the big upset. That would be a big upset. Well, because we got Cleveland and then Detroit. So if you lose to Detroit and you beat Sanders, which I need to have Steelers beat Sanders, because then all that draft, 7 hours of draft will kill me because he come back to haunt me. And then what happens is the Ravens, if they know everything is done, they'll just, or if they already say they're winning outright and they have a game on us in the last season or a game and a half, they'll put their backups in. And then the Steelers are, say, 9-8. So it's the same thing as last year and the year after. What do you do? Like, it's the same shit all the time. Like the Steelers' way of football is not like people are not even giving them carte blanche because they're not afraid of the Steelers. We're not intimidating enough. We're not the bullies anymore. Now we're getting beat up and kicked in the groin. Wasn't for having a Hall of Fame quarterback. Well, and he had he had Dick LeBeau.
Oh, yeah.
Dick LeBeau. Oh, they just opened Watson. One might be playing against Watson then. So
that's like
the Watson return. Look, I don't know what's going to happen. Like with this head coaching situation, but the Steeler fans are going to look. They got Mike Sullivan out of fucking. The Penguins got rid of him, and he won 2 Stanley Cups. Like 2. Tomlin won us 1 Super Bowl. I mean, they didn't mess around. They got rid of him. Like, I don't know. And the Rooney should sell to have his son have some kind of younger ownership. You got the Colts. That guy. He passes away. His daughter takes over. She's down on the field taking notes. And look, they're in first place in their conference. In their division. So I think the Steelers are going to overcome. I don't know if they can stop Derrick Henry Sunday, but also too maybe the Ravens can't stop Jaylen Warren if they use Jaylen Warren more. It's just. I just think it's the play calling and the execution. You know what I mean? I just think that's the problem. And I wish that Tomlin would never say this fucking team with defense is going to be historic because it can back to bite him in the ass. Every time he says something, it bites him in the ass. I'm going to unleash hell in December to go fucking lose every game. We are going to be the best Steelers defense in Steelers history, and we are statistically the worst Steelers defense, but that makes it historic. So he is actually right, actually. You know what I mean?
That made my brain melt.
What I just said?
That makes sense, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Terrible news.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck Noll, you know what I mean? He had aging players. He never had a quarterback after Brad, but him and Bradshaw was like this. Joe Gilliam, you know what I mean? And him and Terry did not have a good relationship at all. You know what I mean? And and that was based on, just drafting and having good players at every position. Like, and them Steelers Super Bowl, those first 3 years, there wasn't a fucking bad Steeler fucking player on the field. During the Super Bowl years, 4 out of 6, who was the worst fucking Steeler? You can't even. That doesn't happen. If they had podcasting shows back then in the 70s to talk about the Super Bowl Steelers, it would be astronomical. They would have to look at a microscope to find any bad play from the Pittsburgh Steelers. But sometimes, they would find a team would find a way to something. And he was always picking late picks for quite a while. You're right, George.
That's right, George.
We couldn't afford a team now. But look, Steeler fans are upset. I get it. I'm upset too. I thought that. Look, I picked them 14-3, and I know that you have to keep me. And you went back, and then you had them like at 8-9. And then you picked them, you said they were going to have a bad year.
When Tomlin picked up Aaron, I added a win. The 9 wins.
But I just think that our offense is not as good as it once was in the first 5 weeks. Because now we're not even scoring. We're not even averaging over 20-some points. So I think it's Arthur Smith not calling the right plays. And I think maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers people on offense are just tired of Arthur Smith. That could be too. Well, if Ben says that Aaron Rodgers is calling his own plays in the fourth quarter, well, I mean, I think Aaron's smart enough to call his own fucking plays anyway. But I don't know. So,
been a good show though, Bubba. Can't believe
what are you gonna? Yes, it has been. And what are you gonna say about Sunday? What is your status quo on this Sunday's game? Because everybody in the chat took the Ravens. Shane's got a.
I'm a coughing jag. Hold on.
It's okay. What are you drinking anyway?
This is tea.
Oh, I thought it was whiskey.
So check it out. I think the Steelers are going to win 24-21.
That's a good one. I think it's going to be 23-17 Pittsburgh. Because they can win the division. I don't think they'll go 11-6. I think if they get to 10 games, but once again, if they get to 10 games, win a division, and then go into playoffs and get fucking blown the fuck out, we're in the same fucking boat we've been in the last 5 years. You know? And Robert said I thought 12-5. Well, that's not as delusional, Robert, as I took 14-3. So you need a hot toddy, she says. Duck Hodges, 50 billion points. I tell you what, he's married to that. He's going to marry that country star, so I guess he's a winner.
Laney Wilson.
I don't know who that is, but well, speaking of that, I'll do the new one. Tequila. I like that one. That took me 45 minutes to come up with. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the other parrots, but I this guy here, I don't like this guy either.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. African parrots. They're big and they're huge.
Well, they're not African.
Well, I don't know because I don't get out much. What are they? Can they talk?
I get paid to talk, sir.
Oh, they get paid to talk?
I get paid to talk.
Oh, you get paid to talk? Okay. He gets paid to talk.
That guy can do this, Shane. This is my last one. He can do this.
Hey, man, just want to let you know that sometimes you got to shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you got to shut the fuck up. I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You got to shut the fuck
up. So there you go, people. Look, Steelers are going to beat the Ravens, but we're going to have a lot of controversy every game, every day. You know what I mean? It's just we want to get over this hump because a lot of us are old, like myself. I would love to see the Steelers beat Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen in a playoff game. Who wouldn't? This cat would. I would like to. I don't know if it'll ever happen. But we definitely could beat Lamar Jackson this Sunday at 1:00. So everybody, Sundays, watch party, me and Shane. Shane will be feeling a lot better. He'll be ready to go. And we'll be here at like 12:30 Sunday. Tomorrow night, Shane's idea of the top 10 non-sci-fi villains. Is that how it is, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, guys, you can pick a sci-fi villain, but I just didn't want you to pick.
I know what I was going to pick. But I had to research. And I did research that. Thank you so much. Thanks, Afton. Thank you. We definitely need it in this house, and Shane needs it in his house too. So, yeah, but tomorrow night, Triple B Experience, we'll be back in action. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff that I'm brewing in my head for that channel. I might have a big, huge interview, a very huge interview with somebody that is somebody, but that's in the wrestling world because I need to start doing back into wrestling. I need to do stuff that I love besides the Steelers, and I do love the Steelers, but I got 2026 is the year of something. I don't know what the year is going to be in 2026 because
year of the rat. What's the Chinese year? Year of the You're the dog. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right
you
now,
know what? 2026 could be the year of the fucking parrot. That's what I think. Oh, there we go. But Shane, thank you so much. As always, everybody, thank you guys so much. Hit like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
Are at 666 subscribers. The land of the devil. But we also are over 320,000 views. So I appreciate everybody viewing and taking part. And guys, hit everybody else's Steelers podcast too, man. It's a great community. And go hit the Steelers Gang Air, and they're going to be talking football. So everybody, now it's 667, I think. I think Magic just subscribed. Thank you guys so much. We'll definitely see you guys facing the fucking shitty fucking Ravens, 12:30 Sunday live stream. You guys have a great night, and God bless all you guys. We love you. Shane, I'll see you when I see you, brother. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.